If your main goal is just to lose weight, I'm sorry, but you're never going to be happy. In fact, I can confidently say this, that if your main goal is just to see the number on the scale go down, you're probably the type of person that has tried cutting out your carbs, intermittent fasting, Weight Watchers, P90X, Insanity, Noom. The list goes on and on and on. Probably tons and tons and tons of cardio. And that's simply because you will do anything just to see the number on the scale go down, including all these different fad diets that are not sustainable at all, and let's face the facts, not even enjoyable. I mean, who wants to cut out donuts anyways? I personally cannot trust anybody that doesn't eat donuts, just saying. By now, you're probably thinking, what is this kid even talking about? Why is he saying that losing weight is all of a sudden a bad thing? Well, it's not necessarily that it's a bad thing. What I said was, if losing weight is the main goal, you're never going to be happy. It's almost similar to when somebody says they want to make X amount of dollars per year. So what do? They work towards that goal. Eventually, they have success at reaching their goal, and they're happy for maybe, I don't know, a few short minutes, maybe an hour, maybe a day of celebrating because they either got a promotion at work or, a career advancement. But all of a sudden, it's like, okay, hey, that's it. They're not really happy anymore. In fact, they want to hit the next revenue goal. Well, it's the very same when it comes to you trying to lose weight. Because let's just say that you want to lose 20 pounds. Well, let's say you're successful at doing that. You're able to lose those 20 pounds. You see the number on the scale go down, and sure, you might be happy for a few short minutes, but maybe, I don't know, you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, okay, well, there's some still work to be done here. I'm not finished with this yet. And so what happens? You give yourself another goal. And once again, losing weight isn't necessarily a bad goal to have. But what I said was, if it's the main goal, you'll never be happy. Well, I'll take that back. You might be happy for a few minutes, maybe a day or so, but it's not true happiness. And that's why it should not be your main focus. You shouldn't be just worried about the number on the scale and hoping to see it go down one day. And I think that the main issue is that we believe this story about that particular number on the scale. I go on a lot of strategy calls with guys that apply to join our coaching program. And, I'll typically ask them, hey, so what led you to scheduling today's call? Tell me a little bit more about yourself and your goals and whatnot. And they typically always say the same thing. Hey, I just want to lose weight. I want to get rid of the man boobs. I want to get rid of the spare tire. I just want to lose body fat. So then they'll go on to tell me, I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to lose 30 pounds. I want to lose 50 pounds, 100 pounds, whatever their goal is. And then I'll ask, okay, why is that important to you? And this is where the story comes in. This is where their belief system comes in, where I'll typically hear a story like this. Hey, let's just say that, I'm applying to join our coaching program. So I'm setting up this strategy call with Coach Joe. And Coach Joe just asked me, hey, so you want to lose 100 pounds. You want to go from 300 pounds all the way down to 200 pounds. Why is that important to you? And my reply, right, to Coach Joe is, well, hey, back in the day, I used to play football. I was this great, running back. And I remember I was about 195, 200 pounds, and I was in great shape. I was fast. I was strong. I had six-pack abs, a chiseled chest, had way more confidence. All the girls liked me in school. And so what happens is that they identify themselves with, okay, hey, I was 200 pounds, right? 195. And because I was that weight and all this other great things that was going on in my life, right? The girls, the confidence, the strength, the speed, the agility, the whole 9 yards, we identify that, hey, if we can get back to that number on the scale, we're also going to have these amazing attributes as well. We're going to have more confidence, right? We're going to have more energy. We're going to feel and look our absolute best. That's the story that we identify ourselves with. That is our belief system. So what we need to do, right, is to not put a specific number as the main goal. Once again, seeing the number on the scale go down, hey, that's great, right? Having that as a goal, nothing wrong with that by any means, but you don't want to make that the main goal. Instead, what you want to do is focus on those character traits, right? The confidence, the energy, the self-esteem, the strength. That's the main goal, because now you're going to start getting more emotions involved. You see, back in the day, right? If let's say you were 200 pounds and currently right now watching this, you might be at 300 pounds. It's not like, you stepped on the scale and because you were 200 pounds, you instantly felt amazing. It's like, no, like you stepped on the scale and you're like, whatever, 200 pounds. But what made you feel good was probably looking at yourself in the mirror. Probably, wearing some nice clothes, getting compliments from girls, right? Deadlift PRs, squat PRs because you have that strength. Maybe, you're able to run fast and it's like you have the speed. That's what made you feel happy. That's what made you feel good. Not seeing the number on the scale, right, at 200 pounds way back in the day. Like, you didn't care about that at all. So why do you care about that now? Let that sink in. Because once again, having the main goal, right, as just the number on the scale, you're never going to be happy. Because realistically, you weren't happy way back in the day when you were 200 pounds. You didn't care about it at all. But all of a sudden, you care about it now. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. And hopefully, this is starting to click for you. So what you need to do is focus on, okay, how did you feel? How did you look? And that's so important when it comes to really shifting our mindset and trying to create this 2.0 version of ourselves. The person that you're truly trying to become. Because maybe, hey, they have more confidence. They have more energy, right? They're off their medications. They're a better, leader and role model for their family. Well, guess what? Those are not identified at all with the number on the scale. It's who you are. It's how you look. It's how you feel. Not with stepping on a, metal machine and seeing a number read off. Doesn't make any sense. So when it comes down to goal setting and really figuring out what is your main goal, and the reason why you need that is because you need that deep-rooted why, right? That's going to bring out the inner dog in you, I like to say. And when does that dog start barking? Well, hey, that dog starts barking nice and loud when it's in a fight against the bad wolf. The bad wolf that is feeding you the lies, the distractions, telling you that you're not good enough, telling you like, oh, it's okay to sleep in, and, just constantly feeding these excuses in your ear. Guess what? That inner dog in you, when you have that deep-rooted why, it's going to start coming out when you need it the most. It's going to make you show up and truly become the best version of yourself. For example, if let's just say my goal is to lose 20 pounds, and it's a snowy day here in Cleveland, Ohio, and my joints are just aching because of the arthritis, and maybe I got a bad night's sleep and I don't feel like waking up early and brushing off the snow off my car and driving to the gym. I just don't feel like it. Well, hey, if my goal is just to lose 20 pounds and see the number on the scale go down, it's a lot easier to make up excuses. But if let's say my main goal is to lead better by example and to get off my medications and to, let's say, have more energy to keep up and play with my son and, really try to inspire others, guess what? That's when the inner dog comes out, right? It starts barking in your ear and saying, hey, you know what? We can rest another day, but not today. We're going to show up, right? Don't hit that snooze button. Let's wake up, right? Put on your big boy pants and let's go to town. Brush off the car. Let's go to the gym, right? We'll rest later. Right now, we don't have time for that. We have goals to accomplish. So if you want to learn how to be way more consistent when it comes to reaching your goals and actually staying on track, that way you're not constantly falling off the wagon and who knows, stumbling into all the different fad diets out there like the fasting and the low carb, guess what? Focus your main goal on a sense of how you want to look and a sense of how you want to feel. Get your emotions involved into that because that's what's going to make you show up. That's what's going to help you stay more disciplined because at the end of the day, hey, you could have the best plan in the world, the best macros, the best workouts, but if you're not showing up, you're never going to get the best results. So what you need to focus on is make that main goal. How do you want to look? How do you want to feel? Get that inner dog out of you, right? Let it start barking. Let it start fighting back against that bad wolf and show up each and every single day. That's what you need to focus on. And it all starts with you having that deep-rooted why and really focusing what is the main goal with all of this that I want to have success at reaching. If you're at a point right now in your life where maybe you just don't know where to start or where to even begin, I have a completely free training guide that you can take a look at. Just click on the link down below. It's going to be one of the links in the description box. But I want to hear from you first though, right? Leave a comment down below as well, especially after you get done liking this video, and just let everybody know, what is your main goal? Putting the number on the scale aside, what is the main goal that you're after? Just leave a comment down below. Let's start a friendly conversation, and who knows, maybe I can just help hold you accountable to staying on track with your goals. And it all starts with you just leaving a comment down below. And if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would greatly appreciate that if you did. As always, guys, this has been Coach Joe with Heartletics.com. I will talk to you in the next episode. Peace out, Girl Scouts.